Okay, welcome back to session. I hope you are able to hear me as well as you're able to see the presentation. Okay, we were discussing about point number 4. Apart from this, we have to consider first aid center as well as ambulance van based on the legal requirement. Ambulance van is not required for all the companies. So whenever the legal requirement which is applicable, then there we have to provide ambulance van itself. Okay, this is about the design. Now I'll show you some of the data. It is very old data, not recent data, just for your understanding how or what are the bad housekeeping can leads to. You see, others in machinery are not moved by the mechanical power, which is resulting in 511. Use of hand tools and struck by the falling bodies, persons falling from height, and persons falling on flat surface, and persons falling into pits or excavations and negative heights, and stepping on or striking against objects, and handling goods or articles. These are the various causes due to the poor or bad housekeeping which will resulting into these many accidents. Struck by falling bodies, almost 980, personal falling from height 506, person falling from same level due to slippery surface or obstructions on the pathway, etc., etc. And person falling into pits and excavations, negative heights 338, and step down or striking against objects. And fixed structures. Then while handling goods and articles, while handling materials, these are the 949 accidents are reported, and others are different various causes. So that's why the housekeeping also very much required for the facilities, as well as in our home also we can practice. So we used to dump all the materials outside and we used to keep. So whenever the materials are which is not required, we can have segregate and we can throw it out. Now we'll see some of the causes of bad housekeeping and which are contributing to the maximum accidents in a workspace. As we've seen, some of the already covered in table, like stepping on and also striking against objects. That is also one of the cause of bad housekeeping. Handling goods and articles, by falling bodies, and persons falling from height, and also persons slipping on the floor, same level, and the using of hand tools, and also other miscellaneous causes. Here, if you see, there are hazards left to find out. 9 hazards are there. Anybody can give their inputs. What are the hazards here?
Wet floor.
Okay, 1 second. I'll just mark it out. Okay, wet floor. Number 1. Okay, next.
Stationaries are stored nearest to electrical appliances.
Sorry.
Stationaries are stored nearest to electrical appliances.
No.
Access line close chaser, sir.
Okay, this is access number 2. Then ఇక్కడ ఎమర్జెన్సీ ఎగ్జిట్ అని బోర్డు పెట్టారు. ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఎమర్జెన్సీ ఎగ్జిట్ అనేది లేదు.
ఫైర్ ఎగ్జిట్
చూడండి, ఈవెన్ ఈ డెబ్రిస్ అంతా ఇక్కడ అంతా పడేసినారు.
Yeah, that's why combustible materials are stored nearest to electrical carpets.
Sir, under table, sir. Under table one is table, sir. Under table.
Even overloading of this thing. Then if you see here, coffee, he has kept on confidential document. He has mentioned it as a confidential document. He is keeping coffee cup close to that.
Sir, the telephone is kept on the table near the document.
The telephone also is kept on the very edge of the table. Then,
and 2 cups in the cupboard, sir. Cupboard upstairs. Cupboard and the king jar is there.
That is okay. If you see, he has brought this tool here. There is nowhere it is required here. Then it is apart from wet floor, he has kept all these buckets and this mop stick. This is point number 9. Okay, these are the various hazards we can identify in the office itself. I'll give you one more example. See here, what are the hazards here?
The blue shirt guy, sir, and the cutter nation bag is not using the proper gloves. So the boys are falling down. Cutting nation guys are not
Second one is the electrical wire.
Okay,
Hello?
electrical cable they have laid on the floor.
Electrical.
Okay, he has not seen
blue
that.
shirt guy is
Okay,
falling to
yes.
the
Second one falling object to
No, one by one chappan, please. One by one. So it
blue
will
shirt
be easy
guy,
to
sir.
cover.
Blue shirt guy is falling to the chemical.
I think here it is having a water dispenser. Water dispenser got a leakage. Due to that, he got slippery surface.
Third one was
Ladies
chair
standing on the
equation.
chair. Step on the table.
Okay, using
standing on the chair.
improper working platform. It is not a proper working platform to work.
Yes, sir.
Sir, rack overloading. Rack overloading.
Yes, very good. Rack has been overloaded.
Overloaded.
so third one.
And here also the drawer has been
Drawer
opened
open
in somebody
condition.
else.
Because of that, there is a fallen.
Yeah. Yes, it has been fall incident has been happened.
Third one floor slippery.
Then they are they are quarreling. Yes, floor slippery. They are quarreling each other during performing an activity. Okay, I'll give you one more example. So this way, what we have to do is, whenever you go to shop floor, you should able to find out what kind of situations which will lead into accident. 1 second, guys. Meanwhile, you just see this picture and try to identify the problem and just let.
Not getting your voice.
Sir, my voice రావట్లేదు sir.
Your voice is not audible, sir.
Oh, thank you. I'm just talking. I'm talking in mute. Sorry. Yeah. Here, here you can identify n number of cases. How we have to do is here also this hazard. One second, please. 1 second, please. Hazard identification also, it is one of the technique actually. We should not go and completely oversee the shop floor. We should go in a systematic way. For example, for this entire workspace, we have one entrance here. I'll just draw in a mark. I think I'm expecting this is an entrance. We have to come in a systematic way. From here, we will start. So once we come here, what is the hazard here in this location?
Beside the door, fire extinguisher
Hello?
is there, sir. One.
Yes, very good. They are using fire extinguisher as a door stopper. Then
Then some house cleaning kit is there, sir. Housekeeping kit is there.
Okay, number one, fire extinguisher is kept as a door
Beside the door.
stopper, and some other chemical container also they are kept in the pathway. And here also housekeeping kit
Housekeeping
also they are
material.
kept here. Yes, housekeeping material. And this guy is rushing. He is running.
Yeah.
First
And
one
one
guy is taking your overload bundle, sir.
Yes,
Take
he
care
is
of
overloading himself. He is taking many boxes. And if you see this guy, he's carrying some cups with some liquids, and he is talking on phone. He's not observing the people. Then in the
Fire
above this, yeah,
Fire exit door
fire
blocked
exit
with
has
the
been
materials. Blocked.
and even this signage is also got damaged. And inside the kitchen, there is a damage of this.
And
Yeah,
one
there is
guy
a
is there
spillage
putting a
happened
ladder.
inside the kitchen.
Sir, కింద సపోర్ట్ లేకుంటే ladder ని పైన వేసాడు. Some proper material
Okay, he is yeah, he
Standby
is changing
person
a bulb.
simply
You see,
yes.
without a
he is
proper
talking in
standing
phone.
ladders.
Standby
Even
person
this
is
is
not
not a
holding the
proper
ladder.
way to put a ladder.
Not a medical kit.
Yeah, this
Standby person is not
Yes.
holding the ladder.
yeah, NAS handling on the ladder, and also this medical kit also it is empty.
Sir.
Okay, now we'll come to this table. If you see here in this table, what are the hazards? This table. We'll come to this
Ergonomic
table.
hazard. She is not sitting properly in front of the system.
She's shouting. If you see here, she is shouting.
Some
Even
lady
she has kept
table
this
పైకి ఒక lady ఎక్కుతుంది, sir.
dustbin also
ఆ table
kept
పైకి
on the
lady
top.
ఎక్కుతుంది.
Even if you see this
One
dustbin
lady
also
and
completely
table bag ఎక్కుతుంది.
overloaded, and she is trying to
One lady.
come on the
ఆ lady అనేది అలా
table to do the correction. And this guy is it is a wheelchair. He is putting his legs on the table. Anytime it has a chance to roll out the chair and he may fall down. And there is one more chair which is kept here. This is also an obstruction. Then one more chair also it is kept here. It is also unattended chairs. These all are unattended chairs. And this fellow is smoking.
Proper places.
Yeah.
Smoking
and
is
this
the main
fellow,
hazard.
the metal has been fall on his body. Okay. Then if you come here, one bag has been kept on the floor. This is also one of the hazard.
Sir, the table is
Sorry?
overloaded here. Sir, the table is overloaded.
हाँ
Many books are there.
एक टेबल भी इधर ओवरलोड हुआ है, उसके साथ में इधर पानी भी गिरा हुआ है, ये फ्लावर वाश से इधर उसका इलेक्ट्रिकल फोन भी है. Then if you see here, this drawer has been open condition.
Boxes is kept in here, sir.
The box
Even
are
he has obstructed the complete area. Being his wheelchair person, he is not able to move from that location. For him, it is very much difficult to come out.
Get up in there chair, sir. Corner. One lady file is putting on the
If you see here, this lady is using wheelchair as a working platform to put the files in the higher levels. Then if you come here, she is laughing and putting water. She is not observing that it is leaking.
Yes.
This lady.
And one more
then if you see
the guy beside is walking.
it is not a proper use of materials. When an old guy repairing a machine, not used in the proper cleanness.
He is not using the proper PPS.
Proper cleanness.
He is changing the cartridge of this printer. Suddenly it got blown. He is not using proper PPS. And then if you see here, this guy, he is seeing that lady and he is coming forward. Here the drawer is open. It will also the chance of fall. Then he is spitting. In the sense, I think he is having some health issue. He is coughing. And if you see here, he is not able to put the water bottle inside that water dispenser. And also these glasses also fall down, the drinking water glasses here and there. And here also this damaged
One
chair
guy is
and
there's
waste
one
has
guy
been
is
dumped in the
stuck in
bottom.
the single handed, sir.
the lady
Yeah,
keeping
he's
the
doing
file
some.
and standing on not proper platform.
He is trying to impress his girlfriend. He is here.
Yeah. One lady is not in the height
They're not
adjusted
using proper
boxes.
platform, lady.
Yeah, again,
One
this lady
lady,
also using a table. Over that, he is using a box to keep the material at the higher levels. Okay, then they have
And
put a blower near the
another
papers.
Xerox
This
machine
also
is
leads to a combustible material. Then, if you see here,
Sir,
all
last one
electrical
is
cables.
Improper electrical
just one guy
cablings.
desk is open, the guy is
Poppers.
falling on below, sir.
Sir,
Suddenly overloaded desk, sir.
dust, yes.
Yellow shirt guy.
Yeah, the desk is falling on him due to of overloaded. Then, if you see here,
And one guy
complete
repairing
electrical cables are overloaded.
a Xerox machine.
The Xerox
And
machine
one
And
the
here-
guy
guy
is
used
repairing.
in a ladder is not a supporting, sir.
Yes, he is trying to place the signboard without
He's
proper support. And there is a
on a
hazardous
ladder,
chemicals
but not
which
any
is
Chemical
spilled.
hazard
It
spilled.
is not having,
and some
yes,
chemicals is
any
there,
chemical,
sir.
yes, any chemical
And
spill containment is
some
not
guy
present.
is a
So in front of fire alarm, chemical hazard kept.
Yes.
Fire
And if you
alarm
see
blocked
here, the sofa also supported with some books and files.
So one more
Sir, the
instance
guy
is there.
near
Beside
the door is
one
standing.
guy putting the files in upward, but he is supporting to a racks.
Yeah.
Yes, he is using a rack as his working platform. And also, if you see this ladder, also it is a damaged ladder they have kept here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the one posture, there will be hundreds of hazards. So this is the way. Once you enter into the shop floor, we should go in a systematic way. We should not go into jump into action. We have to go by line production process. We have to go by equipment by equipment, or we have to see by machine by machine, or we have to see by workplace by workplace, so that it is easy for us to distinguish the hazards which is there in the work area. I hope now you got a clarification. What are the types of hazards will be there in one shop floor or in a workplace? Here we have covered everything. Obstructing of workplace, electrical overloaded, spillages, improper use of workstations, and improper selection of proper working platforms, and manual material handling overloaded, and running inside the shop floors, overloading of workstations or racks, and then chemical spillages and garbages, etc., etc. आशीष मैं क्लास पे अभी करता हूँ मैं क्लास पे बाद में करता हूँ. So like this we have to identify the hazards. Now are we clear? You got any idea how to identify all this? No response.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Identified.
yeah,
Yes, sir, we
clear,
got the
clear. Sir.
idea. We got the
I
idea.
hope this exercise is helping you people.
Yes,
Very
sir. Yes,
helpful.
Yes, sir, very much helping.
And we have missed one more. If you see here, this lady, she is using high brightness screen.
Yes,
This is
sir.
also one of the hazards.
Yellow
We
screen.
have missed that. Yes.
And one
So in the
lady
left
guy is a
corner, there is
properly
a
not
guy
sitting, sir.
repairing
Not sitting properly.
Xerox
Two
machine, sir.
In front of that lady, one lady is not proper sitting, sir. This is an ergonomics sitting. Yes, 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 I already explained. Hello.
If you see here, she is sitting very leaning towards to the screen. Ergonomical problem.
System.
Even these two ladies are just roaming as it's like a park.
Yes,
keeping
sir.
their both
On
hands
the left
together.
corner, the guy repairing Xerox machine. Xerox machines are.
I think he has kept some equipment on this machine.
Xerox machine.
Also one more, this fire alarm, it's not have a proper access.
Yeah, it has been obstructed by this chemical container.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, very good.
Uh,
Thank you.
one more incident is there, sir. A green mat below an electrical wire is
Okay.
passing through
Where it
below
is?
the green mat. Green mat, sir. Beside the
Yeah, green
Xerox
mat.
machine
The
repairing
electrical
person.
wire is below the green mat.
గ్రీన్ మ్యాట్ కింద వైర్ ఉంది కదా సార్.
The electrical wire passing through above the green mat, sir, below the green mat.
The electrical cable is on the floor.
It is. We can see it as a cable on the floor. So the mat, it is okay. Maybe even we used to use some kind of tape or some kind of mats to avoid the dripping with electrical cable. But the cable should not be on the floor actually. That is the hazard here. Okay,
And one
fine.
lady
We'll move to
is
next slide.
walking to a park like.
హలో సార్, ఇన్ కేసు వైర్ కట్ అయితే అక్కడ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ యాక్సిడెంట్ కూడా జరగచ్చు సార్ ఇక్కడ. హలో
Sir, one more guy
చెప్పండి.
walking seeing to upwards.
ఎలక్ట్రికల్ యాక్సిడెంట్ ఉండొచ్చు కదా సార్ అక్కడ.
Yellow guy seeing upwards, sir.
సార్
Okay.
Yellow guy
Hello?
seeing upwards and walking.
సార్ ఎల్లో సార్ ఫైల్ పట్టుకొని వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు కింద చూడు స్లిప్ అయి పడిపోతారు సార్. అది అజాడే కదా.
Yes.
ఇక్కడ గ్రీన్ మ్యాట్ పక్కన సార్. గ్రీన్ మ్యాట్ పక్కన
this fellow?
గ్రీన్ మ్యాట్ అదే.
Yeah. They also have a slippery
yes.
hazard.
Yes.
Very good. Good observation. And here he is shouting on his subordinate.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine. We'll go to next slide. Yeah.
The girl walking
It is a
towards the
typical.
entrance,
It is a typical office area. Now this example is in a typical workplace. Now you tell me what are the hazards in this workplace. ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు ఒక్కొక్క పాయింట్ చెప్పండి చాలు. Now what I do is I'll one second. I will partition into 3 portions. So we will divide it and tell. So this is the first portion and second portion, third portion. Now you tell me the first portion.
Guy,
సార్ సెకండ్ పొజిషన్
First portion guy using forklift as a lifting tool to access something.
Yes.
And fire exit door is blocked with many materials. There is no proper access.
Yes.
many wires are overloading wires.
sir, another center one
The
is
guy
the
is
one
not
guy,
using proper ladder.
the material put on the pallet. That is not a proper standing.
సార్
Second one, sir.
సెకండ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి సెకండ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి
guy.
కరెక్ట్ గా లేడు సార్. స్లిప్ అయితే కింద పడతారు.
Yes, he is talking on phone.
And beside one person
He is
is
trying
smoking,
to.
sir.
సార్ సెకండ్ వన్ సార్. సెకండ్ వన్
Yeah.
వచ్చేసి మెటీరియల్ ప్రాపర్ గా నిలబడలేదు సార్. స్లిప్ అయితే కింద పడతారు.
Yeah.
And one more guy is smoking, sir. And one more guy
Yeah,
walking
on a
to
slippery
talking
floor,
on a mobile, not seeing the chemicals, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes.
pathway is material thing.
If you see
Pathway is
here, the
completely
pathway has been
blocked.
blocked with the material as well.
సార్
Completely blocked.
ఓవర్లోడ్ మెటీరియల్ సార్. ఓవర్లోడ్ ఎక్కువగా మెటీరియల్ పట్టుకెళ్తున్నాడు కాబట్టి.
No, it is. Yes, it is.
Sir.
And
Overload.
one person
Overloaded.
fall on the floor, sir.
I think no, he is not falling. I think he is jumping from the railing.
Okay.
There's
And
a,
some
only wires
on the
are
floor, sir.
Electrical cable.
Sir,
All the
wait.
tools he has kept here.
And some tools fell to the
Sir,
floor.
wait.
And electrical
And
cables
one
are
more person-
properly kept.
సార్ వెయిట్ లిఫ్ట్ కింద మనుషులు ఉన్నారు కదా, అది కింద పడితే ప్రమాదం
Yes,
జరుగుతుంది కదా.
suspended load. Load కింద మనుషులని నిలబడుతున్నారు.
నిలబడి
If
ఉన్నారు
you
అది.
see here,
Yes.
here
Driving.
he has removed the guard and kept here. So this is also
Sir,
one of
first
the
one,
hazard.
person doing an
Sir,
work,
window, first one,
the
window
last
can
person.
wide, sir.
Many
working-
objects kept on the floor.
Now one by one
one
Japan,
person
please.
doing the work, another person is disturbing, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, first
Many
one,
objects
Material
kept on
keeping,
the floor.
material keeping here and there.
sir, first one,
Okay.
window on the sir. Then can wide, sir.
Ah. Yeah, here it is got overloaded. Very good observation. Cables has been, our electrical connection has been overloaded.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are the
Yes.
typical hazards we can identify in a shop floor.
Broken window, sir.
Okay,
Sir, the windows is broken.
Sir, in the first portion, one mistake is there. Lifting a machine, driver is not seeing the proper side, sir.
I think he is talking to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Not
these are the
voice is not
typical.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the typical kind of mentalities or typical kind of unsafe actions, typical kind of unsafe conditions we can able to find in our shop floors. If you see, it is not only the obstruction of this emergency exit. If you see here, they've used the packing material, all kinds of hazardous waste also they have mixed up here. If it is in a chemical plant, due to the incompatibility, there will be a chance of a fire hazard. And even while driving this fellow, he is talking in phone. There is a chemical spillage. He has been overloaded and think the box has been fallen on his leg. And he is coming and talking while performing an activity. She is coming and disturbing. And this fellow is elevated the load to the maximum level, which is not required. And the people are underneath that suspended load or elevated load. And this guy is overloaded himself. And one guy is removed his guard and machine guard and kept outside. And he is jumping from the railing. And here the metal has been kept on the pathway. So pathway or asile we can say. Okay, these are the typical hazards we can identify. This is then a classic example for the bad housekeeping or bad practices, or there is no safety culture or awareness we can say. Okay. Yes. Now you see, I think this is an original image. What do you say by seeing this picture? What it is exactly?
Poor housekeeping.
It is not proper good housekeeping, sir.
No. ఈ పిక్చర్ చూడగానే మీకు ఏమనిపిస్తుంది? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్, ఇదొక కిచెన్, లేదంటే ఇదొక మెకానిక్ షాప్, లేదంటే ఇదొక స్టోరేజ్ ఏరియా.
Store room.
Sir, store room.
Sir, maybe it's a store
Okay,
Store room?
store room. Okay.
Drawing room.
Drawing room. Okay. I don't know how you have seen drawing here. Okay.
Drawing room కాదు.
I can say it is a classic.
సార్ పనికిరాని పాత వస్తువులు పడే.
I can say it is a dustbin, because it is not properly organized. If you say a storage room, yeah, it should be properly organized. I can say it is a big dustbin.
Yes. ఆ వస్తువులు
So we are-
స్క్రాప్ అంతా పెట్టేసే ప్లేస్ కదా సార్ అది.
Yeah, it is having a multiple material. It is not only one material, it will having a multiple category of materials they have been dumped here. Okay, fine.
Little bit scrap yard.
Now you can tell me what is this?
It seems like
Also an office room having more scrap,
cell phone shop, sir.
unused materials, waste material.
Not
The
I think
electrical wires
it is a
Broken chairs and all.
I think it is a workbench.
electrical wires.
repairing cell phone.
Electrical rooms.
Yes,
Mobile
it is a
Sir,
workspace
panel.
actually. Yeah, he has
It's
not
used
arranged
like a repairing
the
shop.
things properly.
CPU. Sir, mic కూడా ఉన్నట్టు.
I'll give this PPT. You just identify what are the hazards in this place in your own time. Okay, we'll continue the session. Okay.
Repairing desk.
I'm just keeping everybody in mute. What are the objectives and the materials on floor? If we say an objects will be excessive materials are there, waste we have seen, debris we have seen, tools laying on various places, and congested hazards we have seen, walkways and workplaces, spillage of oils or chemicals or greases or acids, etc. we have seen. If you see a poor storage of practice in the sense, unsafe store design and also unsafe piling. Unsafe piling in the sense, stacking of material. Then equipment out of the place. Equipment out of the place in the sense, wrongly parked vehicles, trucks, trolleys, and also wrongly placed tools, equipments, material, ladders, wire ropes, and wherever they want, they should not be kept in that way. And dirty walls, windows, ceilings, and floors. These are also some of the examples of the bad housekeeping. If you see the benefits of good housekeeping is, and housekeeping baga cheste. What are the benefits? It is an essential routine support to industrial safety and health. So if you are doing a good housekeeping, automatically it helps in safety and health of the employees. Large number of wide range of accidents due to the bad housekeeping can be eliminated by good housekeeping. So we can avoid అంటే ఎక్కువ ప్రమాదాలు జరిగే వాటిని మనము తగ్గించవచ్చు అంటే యాక్సిడెంట్ రేట్ ని మనం తగ్గించవచ్చు. And it aids to a good maintenance and also working as a complementary to it and increase overall safety and productivity. So మనం ప్రాపర్ హౌస్కీపింగ్ అనేది మెయింటైన్ చేయటం వల్ల good maintenance and also working as a complementary to increase. అంటే దీని వల్ల ఏంటంటే హౌస్ కీపింగ్ అనేది పెట్టుకోవడం వల్ల కాంప్లిమెంటరీగా మనకి ఓవరాల్ సేఫ్టీ అండ్ ప్రొడక్టివిటీ అనేది పెరుగుతుంది. దెన్ క్లీన్, హైజీనిక్ అండ్ సేఫ్ ప్లాంట్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ అండ్ ఆల్సో అట్రాక్టివ్నెస్ అండ్ ఆల్సో మొరల్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎంప్లాయీస్. సో మనకి వర్క్ ప్లేస్ అంతా బాగా నీట్ గా క్లీన్ గా పెట్టుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, వీ విల్ ఆల్సో గెట్ అన్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. మనకు కూడా ఒక ఇంట్రెస్ట్ వస్తుంది పని చేయాలని. అరే ప్లేస్ బాగా శుభ్రంగా ఉందా, మనం కూడా నీట్ గా పెట్టుకోవాలి అన్న ఇది అనేది మనకు వస్తుంది. దెన్ మిషన్స్, టూల్స్ అండ్ ఎక్విప్మెంట్ వర్క్ బెటర్ ఇన్ క్లీన్ కండిషన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో బూస్ట్ అప్ ది వర్క్మెన్షిప్. సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫాలోయింగ్ దిస్ 5 years practice, what will happen? The machines will be in a clean and a good condition. So automatically what will happen? The workmanship will increase. If the tools are placed in easy to find manner, our job runs smoothly and also gives a good result. So whatever the tools required, మనకి ఏమేమి పనిముట్లు కావాలో అన్ని మనకు దగ్గరలో ఉంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే పని అనేది స్మూత్ గా సాగిపోతూ ఉంటుంది, అబ్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఉండదు. అరే రెంజీ లేదు, లేదంటే స్పానర్ లేదు, ఓ నయ్యి ఏ నయ్యి ఈ కామ్ నయ్యి కర్ సక్తే ఐసా నయ్యి. So that whatever the tools which are required, it should be available in the workplace so that our work will be go very smooth. And clean and well-maintained floors, stairs and walkways, doors and windows, lifts, latrines and urinals, washing facilities, and furniture, record addresses, and first aid, and also protective equipment, and proper layout of material, tools, and the process flow certainly avoid many. By following this, we can avoid the many accidents by keeping all the things in a proper way. Constant monitoring and control of hazardous chemicals and their processes and also emission minimize many hazards. So we have to do a proper monitoring so that what will happen, the hazardous chemicals and their processes and emissions, we can minimize the many hazards. And A much floor space or area is utilized because of proper access to machines and equipment for cleaning and also maintenance purposes. We should give a proper space to utilize and also proper access to the machines and equipment. Then the fine and sophisticated instruments, equipment, and also personal protective equipment give a better results when